Hello dear friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel on LELB Society. I'm Dr. Hariri, the creator and administrator of LELB Society, and I'm here to make an assessment of one of the essays for IELTS Writing Task 2 written by one of the LELB Society's students. So you're going to learn a lot of vocabulary items, grammar points, and essay writing skills with the help of so many flashcards. It's going to be a kind of reading and pronunciation practice, so an all-in-one package for you. Okay, so let me accompany you step by step. Here is the title: Private Vehicles, and also the topic is: some people believe that a practical solution to controlling congested traffic in large cities is for the government to levy a high tax on private vehicles or private cars. So levy means impose or raise tax. So to what extent do you agree with this point of view? Bring reasons to support your claim. Point of view means viewpoint. Let me use my digital board. Okay, viewpoint. Alright. So the essayist is Sasan, one of the active members, and also primary lecturer. The primary lecturer on LELB Society. Okay. These days, used to talk about the present time. These days, big cities suffer from heavy traffic, and some people believe that imposing a higher tax on private vehicles mitigates traffic congestion. A very practical solution or way actually to start your IELTS essay task 2, because in this task you need to start from general and you go to the most specific points. Okay, traffic congestion. So, however, this methodology or procedure is at odds with my viewpoints. To be at odds with something means to be in contrast with. Means to be at odds with, means to be in contrast or conflict with something. Okay. So he doesn't concur with this point of view. And it is very important for you to clarify your position in the first paragraph, that is the, let's say, introductory paragraph in this IELTS Writing Task 2, which is an argumentative essay, which are going to be discussed in this essay. So, the second paragraph, which is the first supporting paragraph: raising tax on personal vehicles is not an appropriate solution, as he already mentioned in the first paragraph, even though it may work for a period of time. So it is it has just a temporary influence. In fact, the first step for finding a judicious solution for alleviating traffic jam is clarifying the reasons behind the heavy traffic. So we need to go down, deep down, in order to locate the reasons for that. So in fact means in principle means actually. The first step for finding a judicious means wise. So judicious, wise, and proper. Judicious solution for alleviate. Alleviate means mitigate, and the essayist has used mitigate in the first paragraph. Alleviate means mitigate, means to reduce the severity level of something, make it better. Alleviate traffic jam is clarifying the reasons behind the heavy traffic. Okay. For instance, it is mostly, means basically, generally, reported that heavy traffic occurs in crowded cities. Okay, so the solution is, it's better to say should be or turns out to be, because actually, let me just read out my explanation. Should be, turn out to be, or could be, can be, because you are trying to come to a conclusion based on your previous claims. And if you pay attention, you can see that the essayist has written so, and this so means therefore. So making the balance between the populations, it's better to say population in a singular form to refer to actually the overall number of people living in a particular area or place of different cities in order to decrease, means reduce, the traffic jam. So we need to make that balance or maintain the balance between the number of people actually spread through the different parts of the country in order to decrease or reduce the traffic jam. So the authorities refer to the people who are, or the organizations who are in charge of something or responsible for something, need to create the same welfare. It's better to say provide the same welfare. As a matter of fact, providing the same welfare makes a better collocation, including job vacancies, infrastructure, etc. Okay, in various cities, in order to, etc., in various cities, my intonation was not good, so it's not the end of the sentence. Don't think that this dot or full stop indicates that the sentence has finished. No. So in various cities, in order to equalize or equate or even out, for equalize, you could say even out, equalize, equate, or even out. The dwellers of cities or residents. Moreover, putting up the tax injures, or raising tax injures, or has a negative influence on people's satisfaction. It's better to say people's satisfaction. Okay, which deteriorates, or let's say worsen, or undermine. Okay, deteriorate the relationship between the government and the ordinary people. Okay, so it is not laudable or praiseworthy to impose higher tax on personal vehicles so as to, or in order to overcome or defeat, conquer, defeat the traffic jam. Here means resolve the problem of traffic jam. So let me just read it one more time. So it's a good idea to impose. It's not a good idea to impose or to levy high tax on personal vehicles in order to overcome the traffic jam. Okay, the third paragraph. Furthermore, it is not fair to change a rule in a country whose crowded cities are dealing with traffic jam. It's not correct or accurate, or let's say appropriate, to change a rule in a country whose crowded cities are dealing with traffic jam. In other words, to put it in another form, in many cases, some specific cities in a country are coping with bumper to bumper traffic. Means heavy traffic, bumper to bumper traffic. So if the government impose higher tax on personal vehicles, some people who, here the essays has put the comma here mistakenly in the wrong place. So it must be some people, comma, who. So the comma should be placed here. Okay, who live in the country. In the country refers to rural areas, not urban areas. Rural areas as opposed to urban areas. Okay. In the country, have to means should or must. Have to pay more tax because in crowded cities people are dealing with traffic congestion. So according to this methodology, that is actually levying high tax on private vehicles, even if actually those people who are living in rural places and there is no traffic really, actually they have to pay for the taxes as well, which is not fair. Okay. In conclusion means in short, over, after all, and finally, to put it in a nutshell, to come to a conclusion, to sum up, increasing tax on personal vehicles is not a suitable method or appropriate method for controlling traffic jam. And there are better solutions such as, or namely, such as means namely, or including, decreasing the population in crowded cities in order to solve this problem. Okay, we come to the end of this assessment of on one of the essays written by LELB Society's students. So let me just zoom out. And as you can see, here is the original essay written by Sasan as a comment in the comment form. And also here on the right sidebar, you can see that actually there is a free class, English class, free for all. If you're interested, you could just participate in that. And also there is an IELTS preparation course to practice all the 4 skills in preparation for the IELTS exam, and the first session is free. And also you can access all the categories of LELB Society here, and this is the easiest way to access the posts in various categories. And there are so many services, you know, on the right sidebar. And if you're visiting my website on your smartphone, just you need to scroll down, and after the content of the post you can access their materials. And okay, thank you very much for your attention. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on social media actually to access their English materials that are free available. And yeah, and I guarantee that the quality of these classes will improve over time. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye for now.